Of course, there are heaps of kangaroos in Australia, but did you know that members of the kangaroo family are also native to 2 other countries? And they're not the only Australian animals that are not only Australian. Australia has an array of macropods: large kangaroos, small wallabies, even smaller quokkas, and enigmatic tree kangaroos. Tree kangaroos are exactly what they sound like: macropods in the same family as kangaroos that live in trees. And while Australia has 2 species of tree kangaroo, its neighbours to the north have more than 10 different species. New Guinea, the large island to Australia's north, is split in half. Eastern New Guinea is the country of Papua New Guinea, and Western New Guinea has been part of Indonesia since 1963. Although of course there is an ongoing independence movement for West Papua, but this video is about kangaroos, not about geopolitics. So yeah, the island of New Guinea, Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, has more than 10 different species of tree kangaroos that are not found in Australia. And then there are the wallabies. There are only 4 species of kangaroos, but there are many, many more species of wallabies, and loads of these are found on the island of New Guinea. Tree kangaroos and wallabies are macropods, but maybe calling them kangaroos and therefore kangaroos un-Australian is a little bit too much of a stretch. So if that is too much of a taxonomical leap for you, how about echidnas? Echidnas are one of only 2 monotremes in the world, mammals that lay eggs, and are commonly thought of by Australians, myself included, as uniquely Australian. But again, they're native to New Guinea, Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. This is the western long-beaked echidna, for example, and it's native to Western New Guinea. And even the Australian echidna, called the short-beaked echidna, is also native to Papua New Guinea. When I think of Australian flightless birds, I think of the emu and the cassowary. But the cassowary species found in Australia, the southern cassowary, is actually only one of 3 cassowary species, all of which are found on the island of New Guinea and surrounding islands. And if you look at these distribution maps, you can actually see that the cassowary is way more Indonesian and Papua New Guinean than it is Australian. And there are other animals strongly associated with Australia, like possums, kookaburras, quolls, and saltwater crocodiles that are all native to New Guinea. And in the case of the saltwater crocodile, also native to multiple other countries. As an Australian myself, I feel like I've inadvertently been fed this lie since childhood that our fauna is somehow completely unique, and I've never really interrogated whether that's true. Yes, there are plenty of unique animals in Australia, but some of the ones that are most strongly associated with Australia are actually not unique to Australia. Australia has really close neighbours, and many of the animals that are found in northern Australia are also found on the island of New Guinea. I was honestly shocked to learn that there were way more species of tree kangaroo in New Guinea than there are in Australia. If you want to see tree kangaroos and echidnas and kookaburras, you can see them all in their native habitat in New Guinea. I think I'll need to mentally reframe what I think of as a uniquely Australian animal. This is a good reminder for me that political lines on a map are human inventions, and it's the physical geography that determines an animal's native distribution. All of the mammals in this video are found on the eastern side of the Wallace Line, a geographical boundary that's the result of plate tectonics and is the reason that there aren't any monkeys in Australia, even though they're abundant in Southeast Asia, which is not too far away. Of course, political lines do still matter because they affect conservation laws, which directly affects an animal's distribution as well. Anyway, New Guinea has way more species of tree kangaroo than Australia, and a bunch of other Australian animals are also native to other countries, but not the platypus and not koalas. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.